Okay. Make this quick. Conference championship games this weekend. Uh, in the AFC, we'll make it real quick. Uh, I got Baltimore over KC. I felt Kansas City's been due to get beat in these playoffs so far in both games, and I've been wrong both times. So maybe I'll be wrong again, but I think Baltimore is the best team. They're at home. This kind of just seems like their season. They're the best team left in the whole thing. They have the best collection of wins of any team. It's just I think this is just their year. I think it'll be close because it's going to be close. I don't see a Mahomes team getting blown out um, in this game. But yeah, so I don't know. I don't know if a score. It's close. Baltimore will win close, but it'll you know they'll move on, and then we go to the NFC. Um, I was gonna try to tease this, but I don't really know how to tease it without and somehow be able to still talk about the game. Much to the surprise of all the little Lion fan trolls who pop up on here, pop up on other social media. Uh, I think the Detroit Lions are going to beat the San Francisco 49ers, and I'm not sure it's going to even be close. I think it's going to be a double-digit game, might even be a 2-3 score type of game, 2-3 touchdown type of game. I really don't think it's going to be that close. This is just it's the year where everything works out for the Lions, um, including an incredibly weak NFC field to beat. They've beaten two fringe type playoff teams so far. Now they get a 49ers team that's good, but Brock Purdy was really really bad against the Packers. Frankly, I think the Packers were better coming to these playoffs at that point than the Lions, and they did beat them, but it was barely because Purdy was not good. Um, Kind of feels a little bit to me like that first year that Roethlisberger, the Steelers, were hosting a conference championship game. They kind of squeaked by their first playoff game against a much weaker team, and then they got just killed in the championship game. I kind of have that vibe from this one. I'm glad that Debo Samuel is going to play, but we don't know how long he's going to play because Kirby Joseph will probably take out his knee. Um, but I would think the 49ers can put some points up, but you know, teams have kind of screwed up in key spots against the Lions on offense lately, and limited what they could do. Um, and I kind of expect that to happen. And I don't know if I trust the 49ers defense. I don't think it's I don't think it's an all-time defense or anything like that. I think they're good, but you know, they were. I mean, they weren't very good against the Packers. The Packers, what, they get 6 points out of 3 red zone trips early in the game, so they kind of stiffened there. But that could have been a pretty lopsided game in favor of the Packers early, and I don't know that the 49ers have a chance to come back at that point. And I don't know that they have the ability to go score for score with the Lions. And this doesn't mean I think the Lions are that good. I still think they're frauds. I think they're just benefiting from an incredibly weak field in the NFC, and they're getting, aside from one call in Dallas that they won't let go of, they've gotten every break all year. So this whole Detroit versus everybody, what everybody? You've gotten almost every break the whole year. Almost the entire country is rooting for you, except for, even some fucking Vikings fans are rooting for them. And boy, I can't stand those people. Stop rooting for division rivals to succeed and do things that we haven't done, in decades in some cases, or ever in another. Um, I'll be rooting for the Niners. I'm hoping it's. I mean, I don't really care. I don't have like a strong rooting interest in the AFC. I'd be fine with either. Obviously, I really want the 49ers to get in there because I want this fucking Lions bullshit to end, but I don't think it's going to end because it is the season from hell. We're still in it. And it makes sense that the season from hell would go all the way to the very last day of the season, February 11th, I think, is the Super Bowl. It makes sense that that's going to happen. And I just don't trust the 49ers to get it done. Now, if it's Ravens Lions in the Super Bowl, I think the Ravens might turn that into like an absolute massacre blowout. But we'd have to deal with 2 weeks of Lions hype, which would still suck. But I think it's going to happen because It's been that kind of season. So, congratulations, Lions fans. You're probably going to go to the Super Bowl, and you get to talk shit because that's all you want to do. You don't want to celebrate your own team. You just want to talk shit against specifically Vikings fans, and you're going to continue. And that's just how it's going to be. Enjoy it. Hope you get killed in the Super Bowl. And unfortunately, I think you are going to get to the Super Bowl, and probably in a blowout fashion. Um, I hope I'm wrong. I hope in what about 9 o'clock on Sunday I'm celebrating the Lions' loss, but it's the season from hell, and I just don't think we're gonna get out of it that easily.